was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
I haven't really said much, but now it's time.
A new Netflix docuseries, Reality Check, Inside America's Next Top Model, includes shocking allegations.
I realized Tyra would do anything for the success of her show.
I knew I went too far.
About one of the most popular reality TV shows ever.
That was a moment where I realized, oh my God, I think we've built a monster.
There's a lot that happened. I wish that it had been handled differently. I wish that it had been dealt with in a different light.
With more than 300 contestants in all across 24 seasons, America's Next Top Model helped define the early aughts of reality TV before it ended in 2018.
We've grown up loving and watching one of our favorite shows of all time.
I started rewatching America's Next Top Model Season 1, and I could not believe the things that came out of those people's mouths.
In the past few years, a different generation of fans binging the show with new eyes. The show becoming a poster child for how quickly society's views can shift.
Now there's a twist. We are actually going to switch your ethnicities. Kenya, Korean. Noelle, we're making you into a traditionally African woman with a head wrap and everything.
It really is incredible how different things were 20 years ago.
I didn't think too much into it.
I didn't think anything about it either.
Welcome back to another episode of Why America's Next Top Model is the most toxic show of its decade.
The most unattractive thing in the world to me is a quitter.
This show is literally why I experienced eating disorders growing up.
Now, several former contestants pull back the curtain on what they say was Top Model's toxic culture of alleged racism, exploitation, and body shaming.
But I think she needs to tighten up.
She's got wide ass.
It's kind of wide.
But the show pushing back, saying it was in line with reality show TV and was a reflection of the modeling industry of the time.
Looking at that show through the lens of today, it's like, woo, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Okay, Tyra said, yeah, she made she did some she said some and I thank you for that.
Supermodel Tyra Banks, the reality show's co-creator and host, called out by some on social media for her comments in the docuseries.
She's disconnected, she's condescending, she's not taking any responsibility.
Tyra Banks, the only thing you brought to this documentary was you and this trench coat, okay? No accountability whatsoever.
America's Next Top Model is Adrian.
Season 1 winner Adrian Curry, who didn't participate in the Netflix series, on X didn't mince words.
She is not sorry. She is not apologizing to you. That is not effing sorry.
There were some real stories on, in the documentary that I didn't know the full picture of.
Nigel Barker was on America's Next Top Model for 8 years.
As a judge and photographer on America's Next Top Model, they actually kept me quite separate from the behind-the-scenes action. In that world at that time, it didn't seem the same way as it does now when we look back at it and go, that's not right, wouldn't have done that, shouldn't have done that, couldn't have done that, how did I do that? As everyone always says, hindsight is 20/20, and it is.
In 2003, we did not have the word woke. We didn't really have that language, and so we weren't able to sort of pinpoint the problems inherent in the series in the way that we are now.
One of the doc's most shocking scenes involves Cycle 2 contestant Shandy Sullivan while filming on location in Italy.
And I was pretty drunk at that point. Everything kind of after that is just a blur. All I remember is just like remember him on top of me. I was blacked out. No one did anything to stop it. And it all got filmed, all of it. Every moment of it.
Shandy says she only remembers part of that night, including being in bed with one of the male models.
Contractually, they had signed away the rights, and that everything could be filmed. If two people walked into a room at any time, the cameras were allowed to follow. That means the bathroom, the bedroom, the shower, anything.
Tyra and Top Model executive producer Ken Mock reacting to that incident in the docuseries.
It's a little difficult for me to talk about production because that's not my territory.
Was there ever a sense of like, hey, we need to turn the cameras off?
We treated Top Model as a documentary. And we told the girls that on day one, when they would show up, we would go over the rules with them. There's gonna be cameras with you 24/7.
We reached out to both Tyra Banks and Ken Mock for additional comment on the Netflix series, and we didn't hear back.
It was also the dawn of reality television, where you followed every piece of it, the heartbreak, the difficulties, and all the problems.
I spoke with top model judge Janice Dickinson in 2023 when Nightline re-examined the show 20 years after it debuted. Dickinson, famous for her brutally blunt assessments.
I'm detecting a little bit of attitude from you.
Zip it. Zip it, you're dead in my book. I think the next America's Top Model is not a plus-size model. I'm sorry.
I don't think I was cruel at all. 100%. I was correct.
So you stand by everything you said?
I do. If I hurt anyone's feelings, and even the viewers' feelings for watching something like this take place, then I apologize for that. Because I'm not in the business to hurt anyone or make enemies or make people feel bad. That's not who I am as a person.
Winning America's Next Top Model was sold as a golden ticket into the fashion industry, into the modeling world. That didn't always pan out.
It's a reality show! Hello?
Really? So that's the bottom line. It was not about making the next top model.
No, it's a reality show, and they had to come up with snappy episodics to fill in the time.
Another infamous moment from Top Model, Tyra telling one contestant, Danny Evans, that her tooth gap wasn't marketable.
This is all people see.
I've actually apologized for the issue with Danny and what happened. That was between a rock and a hard place for me, because there were agents that would tell me she will not work with those teeth. It's just not going to happen.
But some former contestants told me they knew what they were getting into.
Watching it back, it didn't age well.
No.
And that's why it is such a big thing now, because people watch back and you're like, oh my gosh, like how as a society were we here? And it wasn't that long ago. What was it like at the time when that happened?
Girl, I mean, you know, it's reality TV, but we all had to fit a certain characters.
America's Next Top Model was a cultural moment. We took young girls who had no opportunity to be seen in the fashion industry and shone a spotlight on them. And we did all we could to help them with that Cinderella story of transformation. And that's something too, which was really magical.
Our thanks to Janae. For our look back on this, watch Impact by Nightline, America's Next Top Model 20 years later, now streaming on Hulu.